Big Bernie or just Bernie or what?
I don't know, Big Birdie. It's the first time I've had a lot of nicknames here, so I'm just rolling with the punches.
What's the best nickname and the worst so far?
What's the best nickname and the worst?
Yeah, since you've been here.
Well, I don't know if there's a best, but I've been, with Coach Brady last year, they were like, oh, we got to call you something else. So they're Bradley, Brad, B, now Big Birdie. Like, I don't know. I got a lot of nicknames. Anything that starts with a B, I'll respond to.
Did Cam have one for you?
Who?
Did Cam have one for you?
No, he didn't, surprisingly. He has nicknames for everyone. Never had a nickname for me. Just called me Brady. It's kind of nice.
Would you prefer to be called starting left tackle?
Say again?
Would you prefer to be called Panthers starting left tackle this year?
I am preferred to getting better, and that's what I'm focused on right now. Learning the playbook, being a sponge, because it's a lot, and I felt like we've made a lot of great strides this OTAs, and I'm really happy with how far we've come. It's a lot to take in. They put a bunch on us, and I feel like we've all just been grinding our butts off and really trying to learn the offense.
Is it something that as you go through, and I just asked this to Taylor, put your work in here at the facility, you go home, get a bite, maybe a nap or whatever, are you studying the playbook at night? I mean, is it a constant because you got to get as up to speed as quickly as possible?
No doubt you have to. Like, with the offense just being put in, there's teams that have the same OC for the last couple of years, so we're in a situation where we get off this summer. We're going to be studying in the books every day because you just have to. There's so much that you need to learn. We truly have to understand the offense if we want to be great, and so I think everyone's got to be in it daily.
Brady, those last 3 games last year where you started at left tackle, whether that's where you are week 1 this year, what did you learn from those 3 games about yourself? Because it seemed like you turned a lot of heads even within the building.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing ball, and it's kind of propelled me to have a lot of confidence going in this OTAs and just getting better. And that's what I've been focused on in the last 9 weeks or so, is just getting better on my craft and the knowledge of knowledge of football and knowledge of the offense, and seeing like the greater scheme of this offense. I'm not really just looking at, hey, what is the left guard doing, what is the left tackle doing, what's the center doing. I'm trying to figure out the whole scheme of it and the why of it. So no matter where I play, I can understand the scheme of it, and that helps you know your responsibility, no matter what position you're playing at.
Brady, Coach Rule was in here earlier and said you were having a, quote, tremendous camp. Where do you think specifically you've improved?
I think just my mental game has improved the most. I mean, my sets are a lot calmer. I'm not playing outside myself. I'm feeling more confident with, just everything, like get off, the count, the offense. I think it's just small things that go a long ways. And if you can master the fundamentals and have confidence in it, that's when I started to play better. And I feel like that's what I've improved in the most.
Kind of going off of that, is some of that stem from not bouncing around as much, going from left side to right side, tackle to guard? I know you're still kind of on one side, but does that help a little bit?
Yeah, and I think, like I said before, knowing the why of the play instead of just knowing, okay, left tackle's doing this, left guard's doing this, like knowing the why, the meat of the play helps you have more confidence in it. So it's not necessarily bouncing around or not, it's really understanding that play, and so you understand what everyone's doing.
How open-ended has it been for you? Like, have you stuck at one position, or has it kind of just been a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I've played a lot and enjoyed it, and like I said, I don't know where it's going to end up next season, but just trying to get better, and like I said, getting to know the offense inside and out.
Brady, when Icky was drafted, I think the outside assumption was you'd move inside. He'd left tackle, you're left guard. What was communicated to you by Scott or Matt or James when they drafted?
Again, a lot was communicated. I'm mostly focused on getting better right now.
Can you say, did they tell you to kind of, keep an open mind, that you might end up sticking at left tackle, or what that sound like?
Like I said, just trying to get better is the goal. Whatever position they play me at, that's where I'm at.
What are your initial impressions about it so far?
About who?
Okay.
Icky. Awesome. Incredible kid. great athlete. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and excited for him. He's come a long ways already in this OTA camp, and he's been awesome.
He says he loves to play violent. Have you seen that in OTAs?
Oh, for sure. You know, and even in the run games, you know, he's a force. You know, so it's been awesome to watch. You know, I've learned a lot from him already, and that's what I always say. It doesn't matter if he's a rookie or whatever. I'm still young. Like, I'm just trying to learn from everyone, and so you look at his strengths, you watch his strengths, and you try to adapt that to your game. And he's been great.
Anything specific you've been able to kind of sponge off of Bozeman and Corbett as they come in, because they bring a lot of veteran experience?
Yeah, a ton. Especially Corbett, he's been helping me a lot, just like with my like balance and like my pad level and just being firm, especially in pass blocking at that level. You know, not being on my heels and really just be planted in, so I can take on the bull rush, so I can redirect, so I can do all that. He's been coaching me up a lot, and it's been awesome to learn from him.
How about Coach Campen? How different a style is his from what you had last year?
Yeah, it's obviously each coaches have their kind of different flavor they like to coach, different techniques, you know. But I've loved it. He's coached a lot of incredible, you know, offensive lines, and he's got a lot of knowledge, and I feel like the way he coaches too, it's really resonated with me, and some of the technique he does is something that I've really tried to implement in my game, and I already feel a big difference, even in like my pass set. Just a few little minor things he's pointed out to me. I'm like, man, I didn't even think of that, and then he pointed out to me, and I went and did it in practice, and it changed a lot. And so he's been great so far for me.